Coming up in this week's episode, I'll be talking about 2 new ride types from Vekoma. Of course, the company's moved on over the past few years with lots of new ride types, so I'll be sharing more details on that. I'll also have an update on Steel Curtain, the brand new ride coming to Kennywood in 2019, and we'll also take a little look at the work taking place so far on Untamed, opening at Walibi Holland also in 2019. All that and so much more in this week's episode here on Theme Park Worldwide. That means it's time to cue those titles. It's Wednesday the 14th of November 2018 and welcome to this week's episode. So yes, we're just over a week now into the UK theme park close season and we've just uploaded our final few videos from the main season itself. We uploaded a video from Alton Towers Scarefest from Halloween night, that's online, along with vlogs from the Drayton Manor firework display and also Alton Towers Ultimate Fireworks Spectacular as well. Along with that from Alton Towers, we've uploaded the shows as separate videos as well, so you can watch the full firework display, and yeah, and the footage that I captured there, it's showing it all really well, so make sure you check that out, especially if you didn't get the chance to go and see it. The fireworks were great. We've seen loads of fireworks over the past couple of weeks. Blackpool we went to, Legoland, Drayton Manor and obviously Alton Towers. There's vlogs from all of them, so make sure you check them out here on our channel. Of course, we're moving into the festive season now, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to everything we've got coming up this Christmas. We announced it last week, but I'll mention them just again. The 4 main things we're going to this year out in Europe, the main theme parks for Christmas are going to be Europa Park, Efteling, Phantasialand and Disneyland Paris. So make sure you stay tuned for plenty of vlogs coming up as we move into Christmas. Talking of vlogs, we're actually lucky enough to have been nominated by Ride Rater for Vlogger of the Year 2018. Now we'd love to win this. We've been sort of shortlisted down to the last part of it now. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that supported Theme Park Worldwide and enjoys the videos. And if you do really enjoy what I put on YouTube, I'd love for you to vote for us so we could win it. So yeah, all you need to do is click on the link down below in the video description, and also there's a pinned comment at the top of the comment section as well. Just click on there, it's so easy to do, there's no questions or anything. Literally you just have to tick the box for Theme Park Worldwide, click submit, and yeah, you put your vote in for us. I mean, we'd love to win it. Honestly, it means so much to us that we've even got this far. There were so many different channels that were nominated, and the fact we've made it down to the final 2, it would be fantastic to win that. So there we go. Thank you very much for everyone who's voting for us. And yeah, make sure you check out the page on Ride Rater for more information and to vote. Anyway, I've got quite a lot of theme park news to talk about this week, but probably not as much as what I'm going to have in next week's episode, because at the moment, as I'm recording this, IAAPA is currently taking place, the annual Theme Park and Attractions Expo that takes place in Orlando, Florida at the Convention Center every year, and there's always so many announcements from manufacturers and all the theme parks and different companies for scare attractions and everything. So yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about in next week's episode, and it'll be a bit of an IAAPA special where I'm going to talk about everything what they've covered and announced at this year's event. Anyway, let's move on then into the weekly news roundup. Now, Vekoma, based in the Netherlands, is a manufacturer that we've seen so much expansion from over the past few years. Lots of new concepts, especially with roller coasters. They've done, for example, the Junior Boomerang coaster, their Family Suspended coaster, and they've just announced a couple of new rides, what they're going to be bringing out, and one of which is currently under construction at the moment at Phantasialand in Germany. Now, we knew this was coming. It was, of course, their launched flying coaster, but we've now got a bit of an image to show us what the trains are going to look like. Which is certainly very exciting, and I'm going to put that on your screen now so you can see that just there. Now obviously this has got all rocks and stuff around it there. It's not based on Fly at all, which has got a bit of a steampunk feel. This is just a bit of a generic look at what you could do if you bought one of these rides basically for your theme parks. But yeah, it looks great, and what I really like with this as well, I'm going to read this off the website because there's a big paragraph here what's got all the information about this, and it sounds fantastic. So riders are actually going to start in a city sitting position. And obviously on Galactica at Alton Towers and other B&M flying coasters, of course a Swiss manufacturer, you actually go into the flying position and lower back down from it in the station. What's going to be different with this Vekoma model is you're actually going to dispatch from the station sitting normally, and then you'll tilt up when you're out of the station. Which I think is great, and also it means you're not hanging in that position for too long, because as you probably know if you watch the vlogs, I'm not a big fan of flying coasters because of that. So I really feel like these Vekoma ones, it's a big step up from B&M in my opinion. So yeah, basically with this model that we can see here on the picture, that I'll show you again just there, basically it would come forwards out of the station into a dark ride section, and then it would tilt into the flying position. Does that mean that's going to happen with Fly at Phantasialand? I mean, we know it's not going to happen in the station, but is it going to go into a dark ride section? You know, it sounds very exciting. I love all the ideas for this. Of course, then it will launch out into various different inversions, near misses, airtime moments. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good ride when it opens in 2019 at Phantasialand, and hopefully Vekoma will sell more of these, because looking at the restraints there as well, they're a lot less restrictive than the B&M models, so you'll be able to really have your arms out and enjoying yourself. It looks like it's going to have a bit of a vest harness on it, so yeah, I think it's going to be a really good addition to Vekoma's portfolio really, and of course I look forward to covering that more here on Theme Park Worldwide. You never know, we might get to see more from Vekoma at IAPA, which is going on at the moment, so if we do, of course I'll mention that in next week's episode. Now along with that, there's not just a flying coaster. Obviously one of my least favourite ride types out there is a Vekoma suspended looping coaster, stuff like Infusion at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I hate the things, I find them so uncomfortable, mainly due to the restraint design, the fact it's got these big bulky restraints that come right up to your ears, and yeah, I bash my head all the time on it. I don't have to sit forward, I don't have to try and hold myself back, I just don't enjoy SLCs at all. And as much as Infusion isn't the worst one I've done, that's Condor at Walibi Holland, you know, I still don't enjoy that type of ride. So anyway, they were announced that there's going to be a new type of SLC built for a 1.2 metre height restriction as well, which is going to be a suspended thrill coaster. That's what they're calling them. So it's an STC instead, what they're building, which is the new version basically the SLC. And it looks like it's got a similar design. I'll put a picture on your screen now again for you. It looks like it's got a similar track design and train design to their family version of this as well. Their family suspended coaster, a bit like Flight of the Pterosaur in Lost Kingdom at Paulton's Park. That sort of style. So yeah, I think this is another positive move. Vekoma have done some great stuff. I love their family rides, but also when I went and rode Let Coaster in Poland a couple of months back, oh my god, check out the vlog from Legendia if you've not yet seen it, because it was stunning. Their Bermuda Blitz model was great, and yeah, it features the lift hill, massive steep drop inversions, and it's really intense, some great forces on it as well. So the future's bright for Vekoma, and I look forward to sharing more here on Theme Park Worldwide as they announce more. Straight in then with this video here, released by Walibi Holland on their official YouTube channel. They're going to actually be doing a series much like what they did at F-Telling and also Toverland. It's a making of series, and this will be the making of Untamed, their new Rocky Mountain construction coaster coming in 2019. It's a conversion of their former wooden roller coaster called Robin Hood, and we rode that a couple of months ago, so check out the vlog when we had our last ride on it. Yeah, it's been completely converted into RMC. It's only the second RMC to open in Europe. Of course, the first one was Wildfire in Sweden at Kulmarden Wildlife Park. Honestly, when I say that, it still feels strange saying it. But you can see in this video the chopping bits down there, the trains have been took off, the lift hill's practically stripped all the way back. It certainly is very exciting. A bit of an update here. I highly recommend going over to the official Walibi Holland YouTube channel and following this series. This is the first video in this series from Untamed, but I'm sure that work's already progressed a lot since this was released about a week ago. It certainly is very exciting, and as always, I'll keep you up to date here on Theme Park Worldwide with the construction, as I do with any project. I always like to keep you guys in the loop with what's happening at theme parks, whether in Europe, the UK, America, wherever they are in the world. I'll always keep you guys up to date with the latest news. But yeah, this is certainly a very exciting project, and I can't wait. The fact we've still got no details on how high it's going to be, how steep the drop's going to be. We know nothing yet about this ride. It's still very exciting, so as it develops, I think we're going to see some big surprises with this ride. So yeah, there we go. We'll leave that one there. I'm looking forward to it, and of course stay tuned to Theme Park Worldwide for all the latest construction from Untamed at Walibi Holland. Final piece of news then, let's have a look at Steel Curtain, shall we? Here you go, look at this image just here, released officially by the park a few days back. This shows Steel Curtain, their new ride manufactured by S&S, that's going to feature 9 inversions and a 220 foot tall steel structure. The name itself, yeah, I'm not too keen on, and when it was released earlier this year, I did say my thoughts on the name, but yeah, I'm not too keen on Steel Curtain. But here we go, it's one of those, isn't it? We'll see how it goes. And yeah, the ride itself is going to be huge. It's 4,000 feet of track what they're building, and of course 220 foot tall. It's going to be a massive structure featuring 9 inversions, like I say. So yeah, it's going to be brilliant. So I look forward to seeing this develop, and who knows, you know, might get out there next year if all goes to plan to go and ride this along with lots of other parks around in America as well. But yeah, it's certainly very exciting. I can't wait for all this stuff opening in 2019 and Theme Park Worldwide as well. What have we got coming up next year? Hopefully, if all goes to plan, it's going to be absolutely amazing with this big America trip and so much more as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that as we move into 2019. It's now time for Guess the Ride. So in last week's episode, I showed you this image just here of a wooden roller coaster. Zoomed in there, you can just make out a bit of the area around the structure there. And anyone that knows Blackpool Pleasure Beach very well will know that that wooden roller coaster was, of course, the classic Grand National. So there we are. Well done to anyone who got it right in the comment section on last week's video. Let's have another zoomed in image. We'll leave the sound clips for now. Let's have another zoomed in image just about here for you. What is that ride? So all you need to do is comment below on this video by next Wednesday's episode, and remember, it's just for fun. You know, have a bit of a banter with other people on there, what you think it is. I'll drop a few hints and tips if you seem to be struggling. Just go for it. It's a good fun section here on Theme Park Worldwide, and yeah, I'll reveal exactly what that ride is in next Wednesday's episode. So yes, welcome to Merch Paradise. This week I'm going to share with you a mug, but not just any mug, it's a mug with a meaning. Here we go. And this is from Colossus at Heidi Park. Not Colossus, Colossus. There we are, look. The wooden roller coaster at Heidi Park in Germany that's been closed now for a few years. I actually rode it in 2014. I did it that trip for the first time. It was my last rides on it, and I thought it was going to be my last rides ever. But of course they announced that they're going to be redoing the track on the ride for 2019. And yeah, so it's got a bit of a special meaning, this one, because I doubt the ride's going to reopen with the same logos and stuff. Is it even going to have the same name? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. They've already released some stuff at what looks a bit like Wekoma at Alton Towers, so we'll see what happens with this one. Obviously it's owned by Merlin Entertainment, the same company that own Alton Towers, so it would make sense. But yeah, it's a bit of a special one. Anyway, a bit of an exclusive announcement. Of course, I loved this ride and I enjoyed Heidi Park. It had some great stuff, including the best Mack Rides bobsleigh I've ever been on, just to put it out there, along with some other great stuff. Crake, the dive coaster, what they've got, the wing coaster, Flug de Damun, and some other great stuff. So actually, I'll be going back there in 2019, back to Heidi Park in Germany after a gap of what, 4 or 5 years? It's crazy, isn't it? So there we are, so make sure you stay tuned for that in 2019 here on Theme Park Worldwide. Colossus. Power of not 10. So welcome to the final segment of this week's episode. As always, it's Interact with me. Lots of photos to get through then this week, so let's get started. Firstly, with Liam, who had a photo here with me, so thanks for sharing that one. We then got Holly outside Ratatouille at Disneyland Paris. Moving on, we've got Jackson, who had a photo there with me and Charlotte. And next up we've got Kaya with Nemesis Inferno on-ride photo, so thanks for sharing that one. Moving on, we've got George with a roller coaster birthday cake. That looks awesome, very tasty. Why didn't you send me some? Happy birthday and thanks for sending that one in. We then got Ruben with a Wekoma on-ride photo there from Alton Towers. Jensen at Alton Towers Scarefest, so thanks for sharing those. Then got Lewis with a Wekoma on-ride photo. Nice and popular Wekoma this week, so thanks for sharing that one. We then got Ross on the Pepsi Max big one, so thanks for sharing that. Next up, Luke at Flamingo Land in North Yorkshire, so thank you for sending that one in to us. And then we've got Matthew and his dad at Blackpool just there, having a great day out. Hope you had a good time. Moving on, Oscar outside Falcon's Fury at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. It's a great ride, isn't it? We then got Mick on the Icon Station there at Blackpool, so thanks for sending that one in, Mick. Moving on, we've got Michael with a Thunder Dolphin on-ride photo, making me a bit jealous that one when I went to Japan because it was closed. We walked up to it I planned to film a vlog and everything, and the ride was closed. So there we are, a bit of a shame, that one. It's a city-based park with not many other rides around it, so it was one of them where we went for that. There was not much point in doing the other little rides really, because we wanted the coaster. But there we are, thanks for sending that one in from Thunder Dolphin. Moving on, we've got Jenny with the Nemesis Inferno on-ride photo from Thorpe Park, and Freddie, who had a photo with me. It was good to meet you there, Freddie. Next up then, we got Kieran and Ryan on the Smiler at Alton Towers. Hope you had a good time. And Catherine's up next at the Beamish Fairground. So it's great to see you. Thanks for sharing that one in. Moving on, we got Anna with the Walking Dead the Ride on-ride photo from Thorpe Park. And up next we got Ola on Wickerman at Alton Towers. Hello Ola, great to see you again, and also thanks for sending in your photo from Wickerman. So popular this week, isn't it? Next up then we've got Lee with a Saw on-ride photo from Thorpe Park. And then we got Rowan with me and Alex just here, so thank you for sending that one in to us. Next up we got Aaron with a Disneyland Paris plush teddy bear, so thank you for sending that one in. And then finally we've got Aidan with a Pleasure Island toffee head. There we are, thank you for sending that one in. Of course, it's time for the birthdays. So big happy birthdays from me and everyone here at Theme Park Worldwide. So we've got a 14th birthday to Holly, also to Matthew, Kimberly, and happy 25th birthday to Frank. There we are, thank you very much and have a wonderful birthday. There we go then, we've reached the end of this week's episode. If you want your item to be featured in next Wednesday's episode of TPW Weekly, all you need to do is send it in to us via our official Facebook page, and also you can send them over on Instagram as well, on the Theme Park Worldwide Instagram. Talking of Instagram, I've just set up my own personal one as well, away from theme parks mainly, and a bit of a behind the scenes look at Theme Park Worldwide and stuff as well. So make sure you give me a follow. It's just at Sean Sandbrook. I'll put a link down below in the description to my new Instagram account. It'd be great to see you over there, but like I say, if you are sending stuff in for TPW Weekly, it does need to be to the Theme Park Worldwide account, because that's where all the admin is done from for the show. I'll see you next Wednesday. Check out our new vlogs throughout the week, and yeah, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. That means it's time to cue those credits.